Shalom Aleichem, Bruchim Habayim again to all the wonderful listeners of our project of Kol Harav Yerushalayim. A few minutes of chizuk that we try to say over on the weekly Parsha, and of course we would like to first thank all the partners of Kol Harav Yerushalayim, the ones who enable us to go and promote all the clips of Divrei Chizuk, and of course our live listeners that are here with us to go and share a few minutes into delving into some Divrei Chizuk from the Parsha. This week's Parshas Vayechi, we see an unbelievable thing that occurred between Yosef HaTzadik and his father Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov Avinu was ending his life was coming to an end, as the Torah tells us that Yaakov Avinu became ill and his life was coming to an end. What's very interesting to point out, as the Medrash says and many Mefarshim point out, is that Yosef HaTzadik, he had to be notified about this. He had to be told that his father wasn't doing well. He had to be told that his father was sick. Why was it that Yosef HaTzadik didn't go and share in the news on his own? He could have knocked on the door. He could have said, "Hi, we didn't see each other for 22 years. Maybe I can go and catch up and see what's going on." How come he had to be notified about it? Why didn't he himself want to go and just pop in to say hello to his father who he didn't see in 22 years? Like this, he would have found out what his situation is. So some of the great answers that are given to this question is that Yosef HaTzadik knew that if he was going to go and be in his father's house who he didn't see for 22 years and let his father know about what happened with the Mechira, with the brothers, everything that happened to him exactly, and what his brothers did to him, he was afraid that his father was going to not give his children a bracha, but rather curse his children, chas v'shalom, because of that. Therefore, Yosef HaTzadik, out of his righteousness, he didn't want to go and allow anyone to get damaged because of him. He didn't want anyone to have anything come across as something negative to them, which would cause them any type of damage. So it was worth it for him to avoid going into his father's house, I'm sure he missed so much for 22 years, didn't go and see him. And he still held himself back just not to go and hurt another person, especially his brothers. This idea, we see a tremendous lesson, and we see it in many Gedolei Yisrael. We see tzaddikim, that people are very makbid about this, that even though they want to go and share, they want to get involved into a certain discussion, but they won't do it if chas v'shalom it's going to affect somebody else. So we have to try our hardest to make sure that whenever we have an opportunity to discuss something, if chas v'shalom will be at the expense of causing damage to another person, we have to make sure that we avoid doing this. This we learned from Yosef HaTzadik with his relationship with his own father Yaakov Avinu. It's a tremendous lesson, and we should all have siyata d'shmaya to be able to get there, to be able to be sensitive to other people and try our hardest not to cause anybody any damage, chas v'shalom. We should all have a great Shabbos, and thank you all for listening. Thank you all for coming.